Hello, my loves, and welcome to your magical moon message. So, this reading is going to be about the new moon in Gemini on June 17th, June 18th. And we're going to do all 12 zodiac signs and see how the moon is affecting your sign and a particular house. So we're going to do again all 12 zodiac signs, and we're going to pull a spread with oracle cards and some tarot cards and get your message. Each message will be about 15 minutes long. Look at your rising sign, your moon sign, and your sun sign to tie the messages all together to give you a bigger picture. All right. But I just want you guys to know about this new moon. It's in Gemini, and it's a great time to get things going. And now that you guys have grounded in your manifestations, working with that Tauran energy, Gemini energy comes in and then makes that, take action, takes form. So really focus your intentions and gather your resources, and collab with other social energy, as this is a good time to start getting yourself out there. This new moon is an opportunity to begin, a new chapter of an ongoing story that you would like to achieve. And this new moon will push your communication skills, that will push you into your voice and get your mind highly excited about whatever energizes you mentally, because Gemini is ruled by Mercury, and it is associated with the third house of communication, as long as with distant short travel and siblings. All right, so you guys are probably in a really good time now to get some research done, to really set your goals, and go after them. This is a time for action, okay, after you've grounded in that energy from the Taurian energy before. So, but heads up, because Neptune, with this new moon in Gemini, Neptune will clash with its energy. Okay, so I'm just giving you guys some advice, because Neptune is the planet of spirituality and mysticism, which has, a rational thought clouding effect. So with these two energies conflicting each other, it might be harder than usual to know exactly how you'll make your dream a reality, or which one of your dreams is actually best for you. Because Gemini energy loves to entertain a wide variety of interests, like a jack of all trades, master at none type of vibe. So just letting you know, Neptune will fuel illusions. So I just wanted to give you guys a heads up there. But nonetheless, this moment was made for fresh starts, and it's prevailing message to you guys is that it's time to forge ahead. So yeah, good things are coming in, and it's going to cross a house and your sun sign, your moon sign, and your rising sign. And there's a message there that's going to give you an idea of what's going to be happening for the next 6 months, from June to December, for the rest of 2023. Okay, so we're going to look into that message. Let's see what else. Yeah, I think that's about it. Again, this is going to be a really nice reading. I've got a lot of good cards picked out for you guys, and we're going to go over which house the moon is transiting your sign, and then I'll tell you a little bit about that house, and then we're going to pull the energy and what to expect with these incoming energies, and that's what's going to be like setting the stage for you and how the next 6 months is going to play out. Okay, so all of the times, the zodiacs and the timestamps will be listed below in the description box, and check your rising, your moon, and your sun sign to tie in the big picture, and then you can see again the next 6 months, like what it's going to look like for you, and it's going to help you set your intentions and keep your focus. Okay, so it's time for you guys to shine, and I'm going to go ahead and start with Taurus, and the rest of the timestamps will be listed below. Taurus, I will see you shortly. Hello, my beautiful Gemini, and welcome to your magical moon message. So Gemini, this moon, new moon in your sign of Gemini is going to be in your first house. This is all about you and, going in a new direction, having a fresh start. You're at that gate of entry. You're at the entry point and you're coming out brand new. And this is an initiation time to where everything you've manifested before is coming in for you. Okay. And what I'm seeing here, Gemini, is that you guys are being resurrected. You guys are being rebirthed. It's like you're having a brand new beginning, and angels are all over your message. Okay. And, because I flipped out the cards, this is what popped out. And what I'm seeing here is that your angels are taking you to the entry point and letting you get to the gate, and you're going to open the gate. You guys are going to come into a brand new beginning with yourself, this brand new resurrected version of yourself. Okay. It's like you were under a makeover. You were under construction. It's like you were shut down for a certain part of your life, right? So spirit could move things around in your life to make this legacy of yours happen, to resurrect you to your spiritual gifts and just really put you on center stage. Okay. And align you with your divine purpose. Okay, so expect powerful changes to come in, emergence with yourself. You're going to synergize all your creative gifts, talents, and abilities. And it's like, and you got, career transition. So something brand new is coming in for you. So expect a new opportunity coming in that's aligned with this brand new version of yourself. Okay, so, man, you just arrived to a new, look, Mount Shasta up here. You just have arrived to a pinnacle moment, which is a major shift in your life that's taking on a brand new beginning for you. I just wanted to let you know out the gate that there's been a lot of clarity that has been found. And you've just really kind of had a resurrection, and a lot of, anxiety and worries and confusion are now in the past. It's like you've come into the sun and expanded your awareness and your consciousness, and you have so much clarity within you. Okay, and you're rebalanced with who you really are. Okay, so again, you were a diamond in the rough, right? And spirit was just polishing you up, taking all of those rough edges, fine-tuning your spiritual gifts, wiping all the dust, clearing off all the dirt, all of the toxins, and just making you shine again, right? And so you went through a healing time, and you really went in and found a lot of clarity. So I want to read something to you because this is really interesting. So Gemini, the new moon in Gemini is about clarity and moving on with a clean slate and a new start, right? So I pulled extra cards to see what would pop out for this first house. What came out really, really surprised me, because when I looked it up, I found something I didn't expect to find. I always use this deck, but this card never really comes out, Gemini, the angels of the four direction. And I was like, I wonder what the book says. And in that book said it was something about your arts and talents. And look, this card came out with it as well, the creative endeavor. So there is a huge message about the angels of the four directions. That is a creative endeavor, because again, they came out together. And let's go ahead and read about that. But the other two energies was the healing light and deception. So like I said, you guys have come into the sun. Like, you guys have went through so much deception in the past, and your angels helped give you healing light. So there's a sense of recovery, a renewal, rebirth, okay? Because you guys have been in the arms of the angel. Again, the four angels: Archangel Uriel, Archangel Michael, Archangel Gabriel, and Archangel Raphael. So, yeah, Gabrielle, Michael, Uriel, and Raphael. Like, okay, those are all your archangels. So, man, they sent so much healing to you to, you know, for you to have a second chance, because there was a lot of deception going on, and your angels, you know, had a lot of time to help you heal. So you spend a lot of time with your angels, whether you're aware of it or not. Okay, and so this is why a new part of you has been rebirthed. This is that first house. So now the first house is coming in. This transit is to show you all the new opportunities, to show you how much work you have done, how much new opportunities and things that are coming in, and to show you all the things about yourself that you have discovered or reawakened. Okay, and so you're going to expect this powerful change. But again, these popped out together. And so I just want to read you how synchronistic these two mean. All right. So the angel of the four direction. So the light of an angel reaches out in every direction, upright or reverse. This indicates a powerful connection taking place at this time. The upright position reveals the dynamic presence of archangels Uriel and Raphael. Uriel, the angel of the north, is a source of immensely valuable inspiration. If you're working on a creative project, or if you just need some new ideas on some old issues, Uriel is ready to and willing to help. And see, that's what popped out with that angel card. So this is definitely about something that you have been working on. That's definitely going to be like a career transition. And it's been like a hidden treasure. Like there's something hidden that's coming up to the surface about your spiritual gifts and talents that's going to change everything, right? And this is something that you and the angels have been working on, right? This creative endeavor. So this is something that is new. It's a shining star. It's time for a legacy. It's time for a rebirth. And you know, the anxiety card came out in reverse, so it's like no more anxiety about the deception. That's over. You have come into number 19, the sun, the clarity, right? And so this was the promise from spirit. And it's like you've been redirected, and you have been coming to a new foundation of success and truth, and you're going to start walking that. So this new moon in Gemini is initiation process for you to get started and take action on these new endeavors, and it's going to play out for the next 6 months. Okay, so this is a brand new beginning. You know, so this angel connects with you to the universal energy and the Akashic information that exists all around you. So call on Uriel to leave any dark confusion behind and bring the insight you require at this time. This is the fire of God will certainly light up your life. The next messenger is in this upright card is Raphael, the archangel of the east. This wonderful angel supports you with matters of love, healing, children, and relationships. So invite his presence to help resolve your love and your relationship issues and bring the physical healing you desire. The energy of this angel is so powerful. He is often called a miracle worker. When you receive this card upright, you know that it's time to open your heart and your life to Raphael's loving assistance. The miracle you seek is closer than you think. Yes, and that's the promise. And look what else came out, Gemini. The promise and celestial assistance. Here's another angel that popped up. Look, angelic messages, guidance, and enlightenment. It's like you've been touched by an angel, Gemini, and they are here to fill the promise, okay, with, you know, your relationships, like it said, your love life, with your work career, everything. So for you to come in connection with your soulmate and attract, you know, everything you want to attract with a partnership. That's just like you. Okay, so this is why you are emerging. You're at that entry point. You're ready to exit, exit out in the world as a brand new, renewed version of yourself. Okay, so when I pulled some more cards to see the aspects of this first house, we've got Neptune and square. And like I said in the beginning, you know, this new moon in Gemini is squaring Neptune, okay, which is causing a lot of illusions and clouded judgment, right? So there might be tension on really what is happening in your life and what dreams to really, you know, manifest or make come true. All right. But just find what just look back and see all the transformation that has happened in your life and where the angels are trying to guide you. Okay. So that you can really clear the fog and really see the ultimate truth of what's happening here. Okay. So it's just that the angels were rescuing you and to put you back in alignment with your divine purpose here, okay? Because they really came in to help you manifest and ground in this thing that you wanted, which is, you know, a creative endeavor of whatever it is you always wanted to do. Your angels were making this happen, okay? And so that's what's going to emerge, this diamond in the rough. That's what is reawakening, right? So they want you, the moon also talks about maintaining your focus. See, because you went through this transformation, right? To purity, to come back to purity from all the deception and all of the past trauma. They want you to keep this focus and remember that hindsight is your best teacher, and to stay into the attitude of gratitude for this chance for you to purify your soul and return to innocence, right? Okay, so like I said, this is a brand new beginning. This is a new version of yourself. So remember to keep the focus on what the angels were returning you to, your natural blueprint, who you truly are, right? The innocence. So that healing light is what purified your soul and for this new beginning. So no doubt you had a big mountain to climb, which is why this Mount Shasta came out, because this is a very spiritual mountain, and it represents spiritual evolution and spiritual development from the bottom to the top, right? So you've getting a lot of ascensions, downloads, messages from the universe. So you went through a big spiritual awakening, right? And then that caused She of the Lotus, you know, for you to blossom and grow into your spiritual awareness and then manifest that in, right? So that you could live endless opportunities. And see, here's another butterfly with a circle. Look at this. I'm just now noticing this. Hold on, let me put this back up. But see, here's another synchronicity. All right, so you see this bubble with the butterfly? This is a complete different card. And you have a bubble with a butterfly. So this is kind of resembling kind of like free-flowing universal intelligence, you connecting with all of that like telepathically, and be able to correspond with the higher intelligence. And this also represents a transformation. Okay. And now that you've transformed, it's like Spirit is saying, it's like now that you have climbed that mountain, you have expanded your consciousness, endless opportunities are coming in for you, right? And to keep that focus and remember about everything you've been through, these angels were guiding you along the way, right? And so you've reached this pinnacle moment climbing up that mountain, and now you've hit the lotus where you're just blossoming. Your growth, right, is going to provide so many opportunities, which is leading to this career transition. So Spirit is also showing me, Gemini, that you healed a lot with nature, and underneath the trees, the healing waters and the flowers and things like that. Like you really took some time to go out in nature and heal, right? So that you could listen to the, you know, to God, to source, you know. So what is underneath here? Respect for, yeah. So this is a time to give rather than to take. Yeah. So again, it's time to give, all of you. You've already taken everything in, analyzed it, done all the work, and now it's time to give all of you out to the world as yourself. This brand new version of yourself, is this legacy is being reborn within you. Like your divine purpose is initiated right now. Okay, so this is what your angels were working with you the whole time for, to align you to what your truest purpose is here on earth, right? And awaken up to who you really are, this first house. So now you see all the truth about you, awaken up with your divinity, right? And your connection with the cosmic realms. So these are all the cards that came out for you. So let's go ahead and get into this. So the golden stars, the stars lining up for the perfect opportunity now. You see what I mean? The endless opportunities. Where'd this come out? Yeah, look. That's what I'm saying. There's just, the stars are aligning. It's your turn. You're coming out. It's like you've done all this work and opportunities are going to start coming in. So keep a focus on what you went through, okay, and why it was happening. Because again, your angels were working with you with this creative project for this new career transition, okay? All right, to polish up and fine tune your spiritual gifts so that you could take inspired action. Focus on inspiration, and the action steps will flow effortlessly. So you've been really working with a lot of assistance from above with your spiritual gifts, and now it's time to take action. Then we have path of least resistance. When all doors seem to be closed, it is because you have not tried to open the correct one just yet. So again, that's where the career transition comes in, is because a lot of doors close to you and a lot of old keys are taken away from you because you're getting new keys. And I did your Gemini birthday reading, Gemini. You might want to look at that video because you're stepping into newer higher timelines. And this is what the new moon in Gemini is all about, is you guys stepping on a higher timeline. So it's kind of crazy that your reading is exactly what this new moon in Gemini is all about. So you can see the correlation right there, because honestly, when I was doing that video, I was just channeling and, you know, working with spirit, but I didn't correlate it to the new moon in Gemini. So it's all about you jumping timeline. So you might want to check that video out because it's in conjunction with all this, which is really, really neat. And again, all of this is so that you can align with your wholeness. You are not your illness, symptoms, or habits. You, the person, are always whole and perfect. So you've been on this pathway of healing because, again, your angels had you out in nature, you know, kind of disconnecting you with like all of the noise and the city lights and all that, and just taking a time out. Like spirit needed you alone, right? So that they could communicate and show you something different, show you something more about yourself. So through all of that work, now you're emerging with the truth of what they were trying to show you about yourself, right? Because you have expanded. You're getting ready to move up into higher levels of awareness through embracing your life experiences. And that's what I was saying. Your birthday reading I did is all about you're moving up into higher levels. And it talks about, I also talked in that reading about you're getting new keys to new doorways because the old ones are, you can't go back, right? So again, this is all coming into, you know, alignment with this reading, which is really interesting because I totally forgot about the new moon in Gemini. I just was focused on that, and man, really, really, really connected there. So Gemini, this is like the message about this new moon, and your sign is all about transiting in your first house. It's about who you're truly meant to be. It's time to take inspired action now. So let's go ahead and roll the Astro dice and see what we get. So Spirit, please show me Gemini's Astro dice, please. Thank you. Boom. The Sun, okay, which you got clarity already. You already have the Sun, so now you got that twice. You have Virgo energy, all right, which is 6th house. And the 4th house, you got 4th house energy over here too. And this came out in reverse too. That's twice you got, what is going on here? Let me see. Hold on, Gemini, because there's something you're not seeing about your home life. I wonder what this is about. And that's 42, that's 6. And then you have Virgo energy, which is the 6th house as well. And then the Sun. So you got like 2 cards repeating itself because the 4 came out in reverse and the 4 is out in reverse, the 4th house about your home. So I want to say, I don't really know exactly what it's saying about that. There's something about your home life that's giving you anxiety. there's something about your home life that is needs to be looked at a little bit closer. And I think it might be affecting your health some way or some fashion. All right. And I feel like the sun just wants to offer some clarity, wants to give you some truth, shine some light about your home life. So I think this should be like, I guess this is in some intuitive message about spirit pointing out your home life and that it's in reverse. So I feel like you need an environment that you can be yourself in at all times. No more sneaking around, no more walking on eggshells, no more getting nervous, watching over your back because you can't present yourself the way that you want to. So there's something about you being you and your environment, the way you are, showing up as yourself at all times. And your home life is something about like you having to put a mask on when other people are around. And when they're not around, you take that mask off because you're comfortable in your own skin when nobody's around. So there's something about that, those people that you're around that aren't, aligned to who you are now. So I just feel like, take this how this resonates, but because I'm asking spirit, and this is what spirit is saying, is that your environment needs to be more, and your friends and your partnerships and who you live with and who you date, like all the people you surround yourself, all the environment, your work, your job, everything needs to be in alignment with who you are now, this brand new version, okay, to keep you focused and keep your energetic fields charged at all times. Because when you have negative energy around you that doesn't really vibe with you, it brings you down. So they're saying, make sure that this environment, okay, it's like your natural habitat now. When you take something out of their natural habitat, it doesn't survive, it doesn't do well. So now that you're on a whole other different timeline and you've been removed from the past and you've been wiped clean, you've been renewed, and now you're in this new environment, Spirit wants to make sure that this vibration matches, this environment of yours matches this new vibration of you. And if not, it's going to drain your energy. I was picking up on that. I was like, why is this in reverse? It came out in reverse again about the fourth house, right? Fourth house in reverse, both times. And Virgo is about your health, right? And the sun's about clarity. So get clarity how to take care of your health and your environment and what that means. And Spirit is clearly saying, if it's not aligned with who you are now, the past is the past. It does not belong to you. You are a brand new version. First house energy, Gemini. You are entering a whole new timeline. This is mastery here. And you have to protect that energy with like-minded energy, okay? So you have to do some shifting with friends, jobs, family, whatever it is that can withhold that vibration and not take it away from you. So a need to, set up boundaries is called for at this time, right? Because you don't want any more confusion and anxiety. You're ready for this legacy to be reborn. You're ready for this rebirth. You're ready for this new start. You worked very hard for this, Gemini, and it is here. So don't let anybody take you off that path. So that is what your astro advice is saying. So let's go ahead and pull a magical moon message to tie all this in, and let's see what the moon has to say. So Spirit, please show me Gemini magical moon message. Protect yourself at all costs, Gemini. This is a brand new beginning. Thank you. And what did we get? Dark moon, number 1. Oh, let's read about that. Oh, look, first house, dark moon. Oh, new moon is a dark moon and you got first house. Look how synchronistic that is already. Ooh, boy. All right, I was just trying to say some time so I didn't have to like shuffle and make all that noise, you know what I mean? But it's the same if I were to pull live because they pop out and I put them up and then we get into the reading. But if I was to do it live, they would have come out the same way. I mean, Spirit just always throws out synchronicities, like he's in charge of the reading. I'll tell you that. All right, where's my book? All right, so number 1, yeah, synchronistic. First house, dark moon is a new moon. Well, it's, dark, right? So let's read about it. Let's get into it. Okay, Ooh, so let's see. Keywords, potential, secrets, and rest. So when the dark moon comes up in the reading, it's speaking of things that are as yet unknown. And hold on, let me stop real quick. Oh no, I thought that was in there. Okay, anyways, let's move on. So again, it's about things that are yet unknown because something is still in the early stages of germination, hidden from view. This is a card of potential growth and transformation. And you got transformation as rebirth. All growth begins in darkness during a time of restoration. Remember I told you you were being like restored? Yeah, like brand new. Yeah, this is what is happening. You're coming out from the dark. Like you've been in the dark. You've been working with spirit. You've been reforming, reshaping, transitioning, right? So now you're coming out, right? But you've been in the dark, but healing with light. So yeah, so all growth begins in darkness during a time of restoration. It could be that you need to relax more, to take more time for yourself in order to give your mind the space required to dream up new ideas and ambitions. In a way, the dark moon is a card of possibility, but you must allow things to unfold in their own time. This is also a card of secrets, of information that is yet to come to light. It is the time of the crone, and she guides your way through the temporary darkness, offering lessons of wisdom and deep change. And it says, expect a powerful change. And look, it's a dark moon, right? So it's still unfolding, but you can expect the powerful change. Like it's on the precipice of leaving the dark. You come out, you're healing, you step into your majesty, you stepped into your potential, and now you're ready to exit the gate into this new beginning. And that's what a new moon is all about, a new beginning. So, deep change. So in Wicca, the dark moon is a time of rest when no magic is worked. So this card could indicate that a short break from magical practices needed to avoid burnout. Take a day off and use the time to rest, read, and meditate. Yeah, and then after that comes the new moon. Blessing, fresh, and positivity. So you guys are definitely coming out of time where all the hard work is behind you. And so now you need to take a break, and this new moon in Gemini is going to offer that clarity when you take some time to rest and heal, because it's saying right here, so your soul earns to be outside in nature around the healing waters, flowing flowers and trees. So this is a time to kind of replenish and let this cerebral mercurial energy work with you to give you some downloads to clear your mind and kind of like give you some downloads and insights, and that can help you move forward with this new creative project or this new adventure you're going to embark on. So anyways, this is all about your first house, the new moon in Gemini, and this is going to be a fresh new beginning for you, okay? So this is a beautiful time, and again, your angels are all around you assisting you because you have this celestial assistance, angelic messages, guidance, and enlightenment, as well with the 4 angels coming out. So this was pretty kick-ass. Like, you guys have a lot of opportunities coming in for you, so I wish you guys the best of the luck, and I will catch you next time. Enjoy this new moon, Gemini. We'll talk to you later. Bye. Hello, my beautiful Cancer. Welcome to your reading. So, Cancer, this is going to be about the new moon in Gemini. This is your magical moon message because there's so much deep information that Spirit wants to bring forth in this reading that's pertaining to the new moon in Gemini, which, Cancer, it's transiting your 12th house. Okay, so this is honestly about the subconscious mind and what lies there. A lot of things that we try to sweep underneath the rug, we try to avoid, right? So, you know, there's time for things that are going to be brought to the surface whenever you have a 12th house transit. So a lot of like things that have been weighing heavy on you, you know, guilt or just, you know, things that really have been lying deep inside you that are triggering you, this new moon in Gemini is going to bring that up to the surface. Okay, so it's a good time to really analyze, go into self-reflection, and really see how you feel about things. Okay, so this new moon in this new moon in Gemini is going to give you guys a clean slate to think clearly. Okay, because this is a time where it's air energy, and it's going to help these feelings of these emotions run through and process through your mind, so you can get a clear view of how you feel and what to do next, right? So again, this is initiation for something to take off. And when there's this fragmented energy that is lying around in your subconscious, so the universe just kind of wants to bring you back together and heal, make this transformation, so you can once and for all kind of move on from anything that's been bothering you, or not in alignment with who you are. I do want to say that when I got your cards together, what came out in the aspect to this 12th house transit was what was aspecting this was the 7th house, about relationships. So I really feel that a lot of toxic relationships, whether it be intimacy or your family or your in-laws or whatever the case may be, because actually this card right here, I looked at it and it said something about in-laws. So there is just a lot of information. So Cancer, Spirit just wants to get into it, and that's what we're going to do. Okay, so surrender to how you feel about what the universe is trying to tell you, about how to fix this underlying issue once and for all, and move it out, ship it out, so that the old can, the dead weight can be cut off and new fresh energy can come in. Because again, this sets the stage for whatever is to come in the next 6 months. And in the next 6 months, Cancer, there's a lot of good things that are trying to come in for you. So if you're carrying all of these tormented energies and fragmented energies that you don't want to deal with, that's just going to delay or block these blessings coming in. So let's go ahead and look and see what's going in here. Yeah, so we have a call from the universe to, you see this fragmented energy right here? All right, we have a call to transform, to get rid of this, energy, and really bring yourself back together. Okay, so a transformation is needed at this time, about transforming toxic energy into positive energy. So you really got to be the alchemist here. Then this back and forth and honoring the path. So I feel like there is something you're having a hard time making your mind up about, that you're going back and forth again, and we don't want to deal with it, so we sweep it under the rug, right? But Spirit, we can't hide from Spirit. It's like, no, it's time to release that. It's time to find peace. It's time to heal with all of these things that we've been submerging, deep down. It's time to release that, because Spirit is saying that does put a block and a hold on things trying to come in, right? And it's time to honor the path. So with this being in reverse, okay, there's something about you're not seeing about your path ahead, right? And that it's time to honor it and prepare and get ready for the things that are coming in, right? So it's just like, I feel this scattered energy, Cancer, and it Spirit's like just trying to say, hey, we need to really bring it in. We need to focus, and we've got to, collaborate all these energies and go in self-reflection mode. Really value how we feel with Cancer and the moon. That's that emotional self. That's that 4th house energy as well, working with how you really feel, what makes you feel good in your home life. Okay, your external home and your internal home within yourself, right? So this back and forth energy, especially with relationships, this is not good. Spirit is like, no, this really needs to be solved, right? So I feel like it's stopping you from honoring your path is this distorted energy, right? So Spirit's bringing that up. And they also want you to stay optimistic about this new energy that's trying to come in for your life, right? So the big message about this 12th house energy is that the universe wants to restore a piece of you by, you know, really examining what you want in your life and what really needs to, what you need to release, what needs to be let go of, and, you know, and what you really want. So you make room for what you want to come in, right? So it's time for you to do some self-reflection, because that's going to give you the power that you need to make this shift, right? And Spirit just wants you to hold faith with whatever, see how she's pregnant, with whatever your intentions are, like whatever it is you want. The universe will help you. God will help you make that happen. So, yeah, it's just really time to go in here and bring things up that need to be released, that need, you know, some answers, that need a resolution, right? So some other cards that came out for you is time to lighten up. You've been taking life too seriously. So, and I think that there's this underlying, I feel like there's this pressure, this pressure cooker. It's like building up, and I feel like it's subconsciously stressing you out, right? So it's time to release that steam valve, let that steam get through, release that energy so that it can, you know, reduce your stress level. So there's an area in your life that Spirit's saying is causing havoc, right? And we need to release that steam valve, which is the subconscious, you know, clean all that out so that this new energy can come in, right? So there's obsession, and there was another card here about returning to your heart chakra, right? And then this card came out about the obsession. It's time to get out of your head and back into your heart. So, yeah, I just feel, Cancer, I just feel that so many things are scattered right now, and Spirit just wants to, you know, come in and mend your heart and give you some warm, you know, give you some TLC and be like, everything's going to be okay. But there's some things that we have to do first to bring you back to peace, to bring you back to heart center, to bring you back down to earth, right? Which you do have the earth card. It's time to really pull in and anchor your energy, your thoughts, okay, and ground your emotions so that you can filter through them, because I feel like everything's up in the air, right? So it's time to get out of your head and back into your heart. And then we have intuition. You're learning to embrace and trust your inner knowing. So it's time to get back into your intuition, to really feel how you want to feel. I feel like you're letting other things run you when you feel differently, but you're not taking complete control of everything. And it's time to just put your foot down right now. You know what I'm saying? And reel everything back in and deal with it the way you want to be. You want it to be, right? And I feel like you're just, you know, there's a truth that wants to be revealed to you, and it says you can feel the hidden truth behind the circumstances. And honestly, Spirit's saying by you going into your intuition, Cancer, you can find that truth, okay? By going in, and you can see the truth behind your circumstances when you go into self-reflection. Okay, so again, time to go in and release all this negative energy so that we can retract our energy, right? And make things happen in the future. So you're being called to ground, to refocus, to meditate, to even out your energy, to really go in deep, and then come back to your heart chakra and see how your heart feels about it. So coming back to love, coming back to your heart space. And I really do feel, Cancer, that this has a lot to do about relationships. I really do. Because this came out as well as some other things. So when I pulled some more cards about what is this 12th house energy, the 7th house relationships came out. And then look, retrograde review. So retrograde is when energies stop and go backwards. They go back over what was missed. So it gives you time to review and to analyze before moving forward again, so you can recorrect some things that you missed, right? So there's some things about the relationship that you didn't fix when you were supposed to fix or do or say, or mend what you wanted to. Take that how that resonates, because it's different for all of you. But again, review about your relationships, how you feel, and what makes this fragmented energy, because this came out twice. I put it back in and it popped right back out, because the universe was like, Sunny, you were supposed to take that. I was like, I guess so, because I thought too many come out. And they're like, no, because I didn't want all these cards, but all these cards came out. And yeah, the universe was like, no, I want to talk about the 7th house relationship. This is what's causing the fragmented energy. And I want them to review and go back over about some things, okay? Because we need to straighten out this energy before this new energy comes in, because his path, okay, it's got very important things on it, and we need to make room for that by releasing and this subconscious mind that's causing stress, right? So you're being called to go in self-reflection and ground your energy and process it through the heart space and see how you really feel. Oh my gosh, look, yeah, root. Another card, a moon coli. So all the synchronicities are coming in, what Spirit is saying. This was in reverse. So they're saying that you haven't been rooting in, taking time. Again, I'm feeling so much air energy, moving on to the next. And if you run into something in your life, Cancer, you don't have time to deal with it because you're moving on to the next, right? So there's like this rug, and you keep sweeping everything underneath the rug. And I keep seeing this rug just, it's supposed to be laying flat, right? But all I keep seeing is this like thing under the rug just keep getting bigger and bigger and bigger. And Spirit's like, okay, it's time to call out the elephant in the room. Okay, what is under that rug? That's crazy. And what it is, Cancer, is these problems or these situations that you really don't like, that you don't really want to deal with. So you keep sweeping them there. I mean, I feel like a broken record, but that's what's supposed to be addressed here. So take this cerebral, get out of your head, come back into your heart, ground yourself, and really go in self-reflection. You're being called to take care of you, Cancer. Stop everybody, stop everything, retract your energy, bring back the fragmented pieces, and go within, okay? And be honest about the things that is hindering you from moving forward with the way you want to move forward. All right. And then we have progressions in midheaven. So yeah, to make it to the tippy top, the most pinnacle moment of your life, the highest point of your career, the highest point of your life, okay, where you want to go, how you want to achieve, how you want to live your life, what you want to manifest. You've got to, on your journey, progressions, you've got to switch things. You got to manipulate and modify, correct and redirect and reprioritize things in order to make it to the top. So this transit with the 12th house is going to bring up a lot of energies that need to be refocused on, and that's going to give you the fuel that you need to see through what needs to be remodified, manipulated, or changed around or dealt with, so that you can have a clear path ahead to fulfill your manifestations that you want to make to the pinnacle moment. Because this is the highest you can get in your career and the thing in this lifetime. And things that you want to achieve, things that you're working towards, this is your time. And why would you let anything stand in the way of that, is what Spirit is saying. So eventually, and what they're saying is that this lump underneath the rug is not going to go anywhere until you address it. And it's going to trip you up, right? You're going to eventually trip and fall and stumble over that big ass, hill in the middle of the road where it's supposed to be flat, right? Because you're going to trip and fall because you're not realizing that it's going to get bigger and bigger. You're thinking you can step over it, and eventually you're not going to realize all the things underneath there, and you don't take a big enough step, and boom, you fall, right? And so Spirit is just saying that to honor the path, you've really got to, you know, go in deep and analyze how you want to get there to make it easier for you. Because look, you have a destiny, a divine purpose, a passion, and a service that the universe wants to help you accomplish, right? It's because your galactic council is coming in, your star family, to help assist you and cooperate with you through your destiny, through this soul contract that you have, you know, from where you came from, the heavens down to this earth, okay? They're going to help you fulfill that. So they use the cosmic intelligence, the universe, God force energy is the cycle of the universe, the cycles. It's just divine timing to, you know, surrender your fear, your doubts, your worries to the heavens so that they can assist you and make this transition, all right, go smoothly, all right? And so they just want you to trust, overcoming doubts. Yeah, look at that. I just said that, overcoming doubts, insecurities, and to have patience with this process, but to trust the process and know that they have your back. And when they talk about these things, like, it really is going to help you in ways that you never thought you could possibly happen. And look, you got another root portal, another root chakra, stability, survival, fearful, and vitality. Like, they're really calling you back to center yourself and ground in your emotions. I mean, it's just one synchronicity after another. But again, they want to help you fulfill this passion of yours, this midheaven, because that midheaven would have never came out if there wasn't something that you were trying to achieve, accomplish, and it looks like you're working so hard to get there. But it's like these fragmented energies from these toxic relationships or whatever, however it resonates with you, is going to stop. It's going to make you trip and fall and have setbacks and delays. So, you know, it's time to clear the subconscious mind once and for all, so we have a clear path ahead. And the new moon in Gemini wants to offer this clean mental state, okay? This breakthrough with clarity and mind control, and take back your power, okay? This is the initiation to something beautiful for the next 6 months. This is going to set the stage for you to pull in your manifestations for the next 6 months. So I pulled some tarot, and this is what popped out. I said, what is the energy about this 12th house, about this 12th house transit? Look what came out. You got the Death card, to let go, see? And this is transformation. And you got transformation there. It's time to let go of being scattered and fearful and just, you know, I don't know. Like, what is this saying to you? It's just time to let go of the worries and deal with them, your fears head on. So I feel like some shadow work, you know, is being called to really go in and do some self-reflection, because that's going to give you power. You're going to regain your strength, and you're going to see why you need to let things go. And then I pulled some cards to reflect your personal growth and your spirit and all this. And so the Five of Lightning came in. There's like competition with these energies. You're competing with it because there's a duality, the Lovers. So there's like a difference. So for some of you, there's a relationship that is like completely off guard and unbalanced, and that you guys are not like equally matched, and it's causing a lot of this not really compatible. It's not really compatible. There's competition in a love relationship. This is the Lovers card. And guess what? Gemini, there's a lot to do with the love, okay? The Gemini, the twins, okay? A twin flame journey. There's a lot going on right now with that energy, right? But you see right here, there's something weighing heavy on you guys about a relationship, and it's just not compatible for some of you. And then there's a lot of competition between how you get things done and how this person gets things done. So I don't really feel, this could be in you know, other platonic relationships, but I really feel like this is definitely got to do with intimate relationships. So just letting you know there that that's a big, So that's a big issue with that right here. All right. And then the advice from spirits is to prioritize and balance, find balance between, you know, you like yourself and your surroundings, like your environment, the physical plane and the spiritual plane. Like, find balance in your priorities, okay? Because it's really being called for. And then I pulled the Astro Dice, Cancer, and I got the moon, the 6th house, and I got Virgo. So the moon's about your emotional feelings. 6th house is about organizing, strategizing, and your health. And Virgo is 6th house energy, about the workplace, strategizing, your day-to-day routine. So prioritize. That makes a lot of sense because you're being called to into Virgo energy, 6th house energy, to help with this transit, and tap into your emotions with this moon energy, right? So that you can rebalance your energy, because it's also about health, 6th house energy, Virgo, so that you can start working on self-love and what helps heal you with anything that's affecting your health. Stress, worries, doubts, fears, that's also addressed in the health situation, because that causes sickness, is dis-ease, right? Disease. And so in Virgo energy is just about what works. What do we have to do to make life work, right? In the workplace, in our home place, however you see it fit. So you're being called, you know, to reprioritize and, you know, get a better structure so that you guys can use your intuition and seek in the truth, pull in the truth. So yeah, I know I've worked with 12th house energy. Nobody really wants to deal with 12th house energy. And this is why people escape, because 12th house is also about escapism. And a lot of people that have 12th house in their natal charts at some point were on some kind of substance abuse. They were some kind of like, whatever they do to escape, there's a lot of trauma in these natal charts that have 12th house. Okay. So again, that wouldn't be relate to escape if everybody wanted to, you know, deal with the 12th house. They don't. So this is a place of surrender, okay, and not give in to the escapism, but to face and go in, because there is a sense of peace. There's a sense of direction and understanding and clarity. It's so much better for you in the end. So if this comes up, this is what the universe is doing. It's just trying to cut the dead weight so that they can free you from anything from the past. So really, really, Cancer, it's a blessing in disguise. So I pulled a card and this is what came out. You got the nightshade. So you have these like mushrooms growing underneath the full moon and this nighttime. So there's the grass. All right. So let's go ahead and read how this is going to fit into your reading. I just pulled it. I just pulled them and just put them up there, so we didn't take any more time up just by flipping them out. So I did that in the beginning, but that's what all came out to you. So, oh yeah, let me say this. So, you know, this is all about divine timing so that you can come into collective consciousness. Okay. It says what you are working on now is divinely guided. So again, with all the things that you are working on, you're being divinely guided. You're being helped. You're being assisted with your star family, you know, the heavens, to help get you there. So sometimes a little tough love is needed in order to make things happen the way they're supposed to. And it says collective consciousness. You may be feeling overwhelmed by all of the energetic shifts. So it's time to focus on peace and love for all. Yeah, so it's time to focus, because like I said, if you focus on this energy, eventually it's going to bring love for all and peace within you. And then you have lightheartedness. It's time for you to let your inner child out and play. So there's something about time to lighten up, because this stress is overwhelming you and they want to alleviate that. They want to liberate you from all of the stress so that you can have a good time again, Cancer. You can be your loving, funny ass self again, but there's just some toxic cords that need to be cut, right? Once and for all. And Spirit is going to help you do that. And then you have freedom of choice. Your choices are yours to make, but do not allow others to make your choices for you. That's what this duality, this competition comes in. Man, Cancer, like, I feel it's like this uncompatibility, and you're just like, whatever, and you're just letting it take you over. But you have a choice to make, and it's like you're letting other people make them for you, especially in a love relationship. And Spirit's like, no, don't do that, because that's another issue. It's like maybe you don't want confrontation, or you don't want to like see what happens, but it needs to happen, whatever that is, right? Because you can't live your life in a lie. You have to know the truth so that you can live your life in truth. And to thank your lucky stars, as you begin to count your blessings, more and more blessings will come in. So keep aligned to your wholeness, okay? Because, Spirit's really trying to work with you here and make your dreams and priorities come true. But again, the progressions and the journey card come out. There's just things that have to be worked on and balanced out as you get to the top, the pinnacle moment, right? So Spirit just wants to sweep that crap underneath the rug and get it out once and for all right? So organize your emotions, all right? Balance is called here, and it's time to transform, let go of that toxic, fragmented energy. It's time for a rebalance. So Nightshade is talk about toxic, negative, and sabotage. So this is what came out. Deadly nightshade is a highly poisonous plant that grows all over Britain. In the past, it was believed that witches used deadly nightshade in their flying ointments, which they would rub onto their broomsticks. So this plant would forever be associated with witches and witchcraft. This nightshade card represents poisonous people in toxic situations. Look at that. I know this is what they're talking about, because it's saying 7th house relationship is aspecting all of this. So that's a major problem, especially with this duality and competition. I mean, it's all over your reading. So poisonous people in toxic situation. This is quite a tricky card, for in reality, it's not always possible to avoid such toxins in society. You can meet them in any area of your life. You might work alongside a spiteful gossip, or have a nasty boss. Your mother-in-law might be a nitpicking perfectionist and you can't do anything right in her eyes, or your spouse might be difficult to please. Look at that right here. This card also denotes toxic situations such as bad relationships, hateful jobs, bad investments, and negative shady friend groups. When Nightshade comes up in a reading, you are wise to be on your guard. Assess all situations and relationships carefully. Be wary of any new people who come into your life at this time, for they might not be all that they seem. This is especially likely to be the case if Toad or Fly-by-Night are also present in the spread. Also be aware that just because someone has been a friend for years doesn't mean that they are trustworthy in all the things. Nightshade flowers at night where few can see, and this card could represent someone who is kind to your face but secretly working against you when your back is turned. Someone who has a hidden agenda. This card reminds you to be cautious. Someone could be trying to sabotage your life, your relationships, or your career success. Look for signs of envy, jealous, resentment in the behavior of those around you. Know that if they are speaking badly against someone else, they are probably speaking against you too behind your back. Nightshade is asking you to protect and remove yourself from such people and situations, and remain watchful on your own guard against these toxic individuals that you have identified. While fake shady friendships might be no more than a flash in the pan, envy and resentment festers for a long time. So be prepared to defend at your own interest. Yeah, so that's what I was saying. This thing, look how that came out again. So these cards just flew out, and then I put them up here. So that's another synchronicity about this loving situation, or in-laws, or workplaces, friends. This is causing unnecessary fragmented energy that's not honoring your path. It's not honoring your path. Surrender. It's time to release. And nothing's set in stone here. I forgot to pull this right here. Nothing is set in stone, right? Because be bold and make the first move. And then step out of your comfort zone, okay? This is about honoring your path. Step out of your comfort zone to make things happen, right? Be bold and make the first move with that, all right? And this Gemini is a mutable moon. Nothing set in stone yet. It's waiting for you to get caught up, you know, and really go in. So this is a time for you to use this energy to really set your intentions and go for it, okay? So we have one more. You got an altar spell, money spell, or everyday spell, but you popped out a moon spell. Oops. And this is about your moon magic money bath. This spell is most effective if practiced during a new moon or a full moon, Thursday night. Pour green apple or jasmine essential oil into running bath water and bathe by the night of a single green candle. Close your eyes and meditate on your true desires. What does personal prosperity mean to you? Focus on the candle flame while whispering. Here and now, my intention is set. New luck will be mine and all needs will be met. With harm to no one and plenty for all, blessed be thee and me. So go ahead and screenshot that if you like, or pause it. And this is your moon spell to set your intentions on what it is you truly want, what you truly desire. All right. So my beautiful Cancer, that is your magical moon message and the new moon of Gemini. This is where things are going to set the stage for you. It's going to keep your focus with the cerebral mercurial energy to really get an insight about what truly matters moving you forward, because this energy is going to set the stage for the next 6 months, okay? Moving you into your heart's desires, what you want to manifest, what you really want, how you really want to live, you know? So this energy is coming in to work with you. All right, so I hope I was a clear channel for you, Cancer. Thank you for letting me read for you. And, you know, we send you so much light and love from the heavens, and know that they're right here. Your angels are guiding you through this process. All right. So you are loved very much. And until next time, you have a safe and lovely new moon in Gemini. Thanks, Cancer. All right. Hello, my lovely Leo, and welcome to your magical moon message from the new moon in Gemini. So this is going to be transiting your 11th house. And Leo, let me just tell you, the mask is coming off. Spirit is pushing you in the spotlight, okay? Because Leo is about, you know, passion and creativity and the spotlight and shining who you are. So the message, the cards that came out are crazy. They are so synchronistic and aligned to this 11th house transit that is going through your natal chart right now, okay, in the sign of Leo. So you're a rising star, okay? Everything is going to start coming in for you. This is a new start coming. So what they're showing me here, Leo, so this is a deeper message about this 11th house transit with this new moon in Gemini, which is a new start, a new moon, a new start. This is the initiation process of something new coming in that's going to be for the next 6 months. This is the starting phase, okay? This is the entry point where you come in as you and take the center stage. So look at all these cards that popped out. So they're all in alignment with what Spirit's message is to you. So let's get into it. So first and foremost, a new start is coming. Look, the new moon did pop out. Okay, it's letting you know that this is initiating a new start for you. Okay, so another new moon came out. So expect a powerful change, right? New moon, new moon. So this is like amplified energy. Like you're really going to feel the new energy come in. You're going to feel things starting to change and evolve for you. And the reason being is because you have put in so much hard work with your high priestess. You have been working with your intuition about your soul growth development, and you've really been paying attention to the progression of your, you know, spiritual awakening. And it shows right here that you have claimed your sovereignty, and it's time to express this truth with your throat chakra, right? Because Spirit is saying it's time to take action with your sovereignty, and it's pushing you into the 11th house. Was all about friendship and a community, okay? And startups, the future, you know, for humanity. It's all about humanity. So you are going to be oh, look, we have speaking up. Look, your soul is guiding you to stand in your light and speak your truth. Look at this. Speak your truth. So, you know, this is going to give you a sense of freedom to speak your truth and step into who you really are, okay? I don't want to get ahead of myself, but the message is just so powerful because the synchronicities that came out. But bottom line is that, Leo, you're coming into the 11th house transit that's pushing you in front of a center stage, a community. This is something that's going to start up, something new for you, because Spirit wants you to own your power. Look at this card that came out. Present power, right? You have this newfound faith, and it's resurrected some dormant belief, or something that lied dormant into you is now being resurrected. And it's like you are taking, oh, look at this, you are taking off the mask and you're stepping into this present power, this newfound faith, this new belief that you have, this new resurrection of your soul. Like the magician is being resurrected in you, right? The high priestess is you, the inner knowing, the connection with Spirit, whatever your truth is, it's being called to take center stage and to speak it. So you are living your truth on a new timeline, right? So you're not going to be behind the mask anymore. You're being pushed out to be all of you. Look at, in Leo, you got a lion here and you got a tiger here. Look, isn't that synchronistic with the Leo? And behind the mask, you've always had this power, but you haven't been able to really express who you are, which is very interesting. Let me explain. Because this 11th house transit was coming through, I said, all right, Spirit, let me get some aspects of what energy is working with this 11th house. Now, look what came out. It's so, like I said, it's crazy how this, you know, synchronistic, these cards are so in sync, because you had opposition, confrontation, right? With the 11th house came out as well, and the 9th house and community. So basically you are going to have a lot of confrontation. You're going to have an opposition, okay, a challenge, a square between a certain amount of individuals that don't have the same vision as you or the same beliefs, okay? And that is where it hinders your truth. And Spirit is saying that it doesn't matter anymore. You're not going to mask yourself. You're not going to dim your light for other people who just don't have the same belief system or care to hear your truth. You are not going to hide anymore. You are coming out. Your vulnerability is at its peak. Like, you don't care to hide anymore. And this has been a battle that you've been struggling with, because you just want to be in your truth. You want your environment, your community. You don't want to battle anybody anymore. You don't want to be in opposition. So, but it's still here. It's showing that you have a battle with two different types of energy, with you being yourself, right? Especially your friends, the community, the workplaces, all right? Because this 9th house exploration, Leo, what it shows me is that you've been expanding your consciousness. You've been doing the work. You've been growing. You have such a different, perspective now. Okay, you've been this high priest energy over here. You've been working with your intuition. You've been working with the higher realms. Okay, so you've gone on this long journey, and you have a profound faith now that you stand in the light of your truth about, like you've been in the past, and now you're in the present moment with all your discernment and everything that the universe has showed you. It's like you're new. It's like you're being reborn, and this is the next level up. This is the new start. This is the new moon in Gemini. This is time where it's time to take action, and this transit's going to push you in front. So Spirit is saying that to stay in your present power, and don't let anybody take that away from you, okay, by making you hide or dim your light to fit in. You were not made to fit in, Leo. You are the freaking lion, and they're going to hear you roar because you have a soul purpose right here. And everything you went through was a spiritual practice. So, Spirit just wants you to know it's time to stop feeling unworthy, okay, unloved and undeserving, because, something exciting is on the horizon for you, if you follow your passion. So don't worry about the haters. The haters are going to hate, baby. The haters are going to hate. But what you have to share is so freaking valuable and important and precious, okay? Even if they don't understand it, keep planting those seeds. They will eventually catch up with you. That's the thing. If they can't understand you, that's because they're not on your level yet. Why are you going to go down a level? Why are you going to put yourself down? Right? Don't put that mask on anymore. Stand in your present power. Time to shine. 11th house needs you. New start is coming. Express your truth. Illuminate the truth of all. Okay? There's another card in here too. Yeah, freedom. Be free with who you are. Luminant essence. Look at that. Embody all of you. Embody all of your truth. Express it. You're free. This is ancient wisdom here, baby. You got it, right? You got it. You got it. Let it go. Because look, you're standing in your power again. Look, power, power. Look at that. You tamed the wild beast, okay? And it's like you've won. It's like now it's time to show off, right? It's time for peace, all right? But it's also time for action. Over here, we've got sovereignty and action. Okay, you've claimed your sovereignty. Now it's time for action. Sovereignty is truth. So Spirit just like wants you to know that, hey, your soul purpose is living in your truth, living in your power, and, taking action with that and leaving this mask behind. Okay, because now you're in your power. Like you've leveled up, right? So you're going to the next phase, and they're going to push you out in the community as you are. No more hiding, Leo. Why? Because he's found peace and his own power, and there's no hiding, right? And you're going to express the truth, right? Because you went through this ninth house exploration. Like I said, it's been a long journey for you, Leo, right? And you've had so much opposition and confrontation with minded people or different points of view or whatever, or people say you could never do something, and guess what? You are going to prove them wrong. So yes, there's been a lot of pushback about this new upcoming this new you. There's been a lot of pushback, but these people are so low vibrational, they don't know anything about expanding and evolving, and that's not your problem. Don't dim your light to fit in, or don't take your master's degree because you're stepping into mastery. Don't take your mastery, hide your master's degree because everybody else is in kindergarten and they're saying you're a misfit. No, they just need to level up. That's it. Point blank, they need to level up. And so that's not your fault, right? You are getting your crown. Look, she's got a crown. She's got a crown. You're getting a crown. I mean, if he can tame those two things, I'll give him a crown too. I mean, shit, like you're going to speak up. All right. So giving from your heart with no strings attached is what's needed now. You really need to speak up. Your soul is guiding you to stand in your light and speak your truth. All right. Look, truth, power. I mean, look at the synchronicities. This is crazy, and then automatic negative thoughts. You're learning to take charge of the thoughts you choose to give your life to. You're learning to take back your power, You're not going to let anybody, you're going to start being more firm and, not being such a people pleaser. Increase. You have successfully manifesting something near and dear to your heart. Yeah. And this is where you get your happiness from, and you're going to speak up about it. Sorry, but not sorry. Energy is coming here. So, the other cards that came out for you were illumination, expression, positive joy, and inspiration. This new sovereignty, this new truth of yours that you are now encompassing all of you and living it, this is positive and it brings you joy. It's inspiring, and when you talk, it inspires other people. This is why you need to take front and center stage in a community, because what you have to share is valuable. And there's going to be so many people who appreciate and respect you. Like, you're going to have an audience that really appreciates and, you know, is going to give you mad credit for being yourself. They need a wise leader, and this information is completely wise. And look, it also talks about emotional freedom, vulnerability, flowing and rebalancing. So because you're not holding anything back, you're flowing with it, you're being vulnerable about it, it's going to give you emotional freedom. You totally expressing everything about yourself in any situation and not hiding is going to emotionally free you from any type of, like, you know, burdens or anything, you know, hiding yourself. You're coming out and you're going to just be yourself, and it's going to bring so much happiness and freedom. Look, then we have empowerment, grounded strength and stamina. It's going to ground you. Your truth is going to ground you. It's going to, you be able to live in that truth is going to give you the stamina, and it's going to be able to ground you. So you're just rising above so many other people, because that was what you're meant to do. You have a soul purpose here, because look, you had a breakthrough, leap of faith, freedom, new beginning. So this is all about freedom, new beginning, leap of faith. Okay, trusting your high priestess, because you're the high priestess here, which is about this energy of the 11th house. You have an inner knowing. You have a connection with source. You have an intuition that can guide others. Okay, you have something to offer. Okay, and your spirituality, you've put in a lot of hard work. Okay, and now you're the magician. You know, freaking spirit is like, you, Leo, are the magician. You're bringing mad creation, as above, so below. You're working with all elements, focus, desire, passion, and resources. Like, you're making ish happen. So this is time to step into the new you. I mean, look at these cards. So let's go ahead and pull your astro dice and see what other messages Spirit has. So Spirit, tap me into Leo. Show me what he is or she is working with. Taurus, Mercury in the 6th house. Okay, so your 6th house is about health, daily routines, about your workplace. Taurus is about what you value in that place. And Mercury, messages, communication. Okay, and so we have this grounding in this communication in a workplace, like grounding in what you value in a workplace. So you're going to want to speak your purpose and your passion in a workplace, okay, that holds value. And so your communication, and see this groundedness right here, the empowerment, Taurus, is like what you value is what's going to give you empowerment, because you're going to ground it in and communicate that into a workplace. Okay, you're going to structure everything about your health, your home, and your workplace with what you value. Okay, and you're going to communicate that to all. Like, this is what makes me happy. This is how I, you know, see things. And people aren't going to start testing you as much anymore. When you stand in your truth, people are going to start seeing the power. They're going to start seeing you like the lion has awakened within Leo. Like, hear me roar. You have tamed, you know, these energies. Nothing can defeat you anymore. And Spirit just wants you to recognize your power and live in that truth. So let's go ahead and pull you a magical moon message and see how this is going to all tie in for you. All right, Spirit, show me Leo. Ooh, what do we have? Quicksilver 19. So listen, this is interesting because number 19 is the sun, and that is 5th house energy. You know, that is you know, the lion. All right, so 5th house, the sun, and number 19 in the tarot is the sun. So you definitely are getting like the truth illuminated about your new path and what Spirit wants to push you into. A time of passion, creativity, okay, higher consciousness. All right, the sun is illuminating. You have, so I'm seeing the sun and the moon, a consciousness and receptivity. Whatever you receive, you're putting into and manifesting it here. So you're balancing the universal energies is what I'm seeing. So that's amazing. Let's go ahead and read the Quicksilver number 19. Okay, Leo. So precious fortune and memories. Magic happens by the quicksilver light of the moon. And this card is here to let you know that a time of precious good fortune is on the horizon. This fortune is fleeting. It will not last and is not meant to. So make the most of while you can. Even though it's at its temporary turn of events, it will leave a lasting impression and it will change you in some way for the better. You will never come to regret the time you spent under the influence of a quicksilver moon card. For wonderful, unexpected things are drawn to you right now. Welcome them with open arms. Trust that they have come for your highest good. Sometimes the most precious moments in life are those that were fleeting. Sometimes the most precious moments in life are those that were fleeting and soon gone. Quicksilver enchantment is impossible to catch and hold on to. All you can do is live in the moment and enjoy the magic while it shines into your life and in your heart. It brings a message of joy and hope for a brighter future ahead. It will disappear as quickly as it arrived, but don't mourn its passing. Be joyful that you have experienced it all, because not everyone does. So you have been truly blessed by quicksilver light. Okay, so what they're telling me about this, Leo, is that what they're saying, this spiritual awakening, this spiritual process you've been through, it's shifting, and you're going to look back and you're going to see, you know, the beauty and the magic of it, but it will set the stage for future preparations and future manifestations. It changed you for the better, but that reawakening, that spiritual awakening is now coming to its close, and it's like molded you into what it's done. Its work. It's molded you. It shaped you. It rebuilt you. It resurrected you. It woke the lion back up, and now you're ready to go. That's what they're saying. It's like the magic of this whole transformation is fleeting, right? But what it passed on to you is forever changing and going. But you will look back and like, oh man, that was such a beautiful, magical time, right? That's what it's saying about this spiritual awakening here, is that it came in, it was so magical, but it's leaving, but it left you with this, and this is what it did. And you're coming into that, and now you are jumping timelines. You're ready to go. And so this is what they want you to know. This is your 11th house transit coming in for you, Leo. It's time to shine your creative gifts, talents, and abilities out to the open. You claimed your sovereignty, and now it's time to express your truth. There are a lot of people who need this magician here, this high priestess. You put a lot of hard work, and now you have received the fruits of your labor, and it's all coming in. So good freaking job, and don't let the people tell you any different. You're coming into a new timeline, a new powerful shift. A new start is coming. This new moon is the initiation process, okay? It's a big moon. It's a powerful moon is what I mean by big. So we have, let's pull a moon spell. Here we go for Leo. So you got a moon spell. Circle of Oracles, Rites of the Goddess. On any new moon or the first new moon of the year, gather a group of women together. Ask them to bring pens, paper, and offerings of fruit, flowers, wine, and juice. You can be men or a woman, doesn't matter. Place the fruit and the flower bounty around a black bowl filled with water. Place candles around the room and turn down the lights. Form a circle around the bowl and altar, and as each woman places her offering beside the bowl, she is to say aloud the name of the offering in this rhyme. Pomegranate or orange lily cedra, goddess herb, perform me enchanting superb. You give us grain and bread, foretell me the year ahead. So this is just a little ritual you can do. Go ahead and pause and read that, or screenshot it. So it's like, you know, little things you can do, but ultimately God is in control. God and your angels have led you to this magical moment. The universe and the cosmic intelligence, God, force, energy is pulling all of this you know, power to you. You know, Jesus, your angels, your spirit guides have been walking along you to help you heal and renew your passion. And so they're just saying it's time. Okay, the divine timing has come. The stars have aligned for you to present yourself, okay, who you really are. The mask is off, right? So that is what's going on with your 11th house transit, your new moon in Gemini, the initiation process. It's time to take charge. Okay, it's time to come into the spotlight with this Magician and High Priestess. The hard work is over. You are now going to reap the rewards. Your blessings are coming in. Freedom is yours. All right. So I hope this helped. I hope this message find you well. Thank you for letting me be a clear channel for you. I hope I delivered this, as clear as possible. And may God shine on you always. All right, Leo, I will see you next time. Bye, my friends. Hello, my beautiful Virgos, and welcome to your magical moon message. So this is going to be spinning off that new moon in Gemini. Ooh, man, what a powerful moon. And I tell you what, this is going to be transiting your 10th house. So this is about your reputation. This is about your career. This is your responsibilities, your achievement, your fame, how you stand in that fame, your authority figures, your legacy, your purpose, right? So Spirit wants to come in and talk about how this 10th house is, transiting in your natal chart and what this means for you. But Spirit wanted to go in deeper and look at your oracle cards and the tarot cards to give a deeper meaning of how this 10th house reputation, this 10th house is transiting your natal chart, okay, with this new moon in Virgo. Gemini. Like, don't get confused. And I really feel like don't get confused has a very significant meaning in your reading about your truest desires, what lights your heart on fire, about your purpose, about your 10th house energy, like what really makes your heart, skip a beat, okay? And so nourishment to that heart space, nourishment to your soul, nourishment to your life, okay? There's something you want to make happen. And, I feel like the reason this transit's happening right now is so that you can get more clear about your decision and really commit to that to make it happen, because the universe, here you got the universe card, Spirit is going to push you into that. All right. So it falls, this new moon falls in that 10th house of career, Virgo. So it's going to encourage you to get clear on what you want to achieve professionally, okay? And kind of just get you started, right? Because this is the initiation, okay, of this new moon in Gemini. It's very powerful because this is where it all sets the stage for the next 6 months. So the universe wants you to get clear about what your purpose is and what the universe is trying to tell you. So I feel like there's balance here. The universe wants to make sure you guys are seeing eye to eye what the universe is trying to tell you and how you're perceiving that, and see if you guys, understand each other, because the universe is definitely wanting you to understand your purpose and manifest that and make it happen, right? Because it's your ultimate goal. And the other cards that came out is pretty crazy. So we'll get to that into a minute, but it's about your public image because it's a major focus at this moment. And your mind is probably buzzing with a million different to-dos, from brushing up on your resume to working on your social media. But inner self work might actually be the most productive thing you can do right now to support the big picture goals. So consider chatting through deep-rooted emotions with a therapist, or sitting with Spirit. So again, there's a million things going on, but Spirit says the most important thing right now is this transit with this 10th house, because look what came out, Virgo. I said, all right, Spirit, what card? I want to look at the aspects that's aspecting this 10th house. You wouldn't believe what came out. Look, North Node, the future, which is about your 10th house, who you are in the world, and the South Node, past, came out with the Midheaven Pentacle. This is an important transit for you, Spirit is saying, Virgo, because this is the time where you set the stage, you set your focus, you manifest, you go into your heart space and see what truly matters, because your North Node is coming in, because your South Node is leaving. I feel like you're wrapping up all the lessons and all of the old times, okay, and you're going to see what no longer fits in your life, okay, and what truly matters, because you're being pushed into your North Node. So look at this. This 10th house is pushing you out of your comfort zone into something new, okay? And it says right here, the moon message is your commitment is being tested right now, right? So Spirit's like, stop, not focusing on the most important thing in your life. Okay, your truest heart's desires, like your true mission, your soul purpose is like being awakened and activated right now, because it's time for you to have this pinnacle moment. Your midheaven is the highest you can go. The potential of you, the highest you could go. It's time to manifest this, right? So this is what this transit is about. This is what the universe and God want to talk about, is getting you ready to step out of the comfort zone and into the unknown, okay, and really nourish that, okay? So let's get into some more of your cards. So the energy cards that came out, so the vast universe is going to help you with a creative endeavor you have. So here is the universal energy, right? It's coming through. Energy vortexes, portals, and it's coming into the earthly plane. So you're going to be receiving this information. You're going to be getting inspiration from the universe to help you. Okay, so you're going to get universal guidance on this, right? Because it's showing me that you have some stuck energy on pursuing moving into your spiritual gifts here, right? So I really feel like a decision is going to be made here, and when you make that decision, the universe is going to send in a mentor to help you with your spiritual gifts and to develop you and push you in the right direction, and anything that's behind you to set up boundaries so that nobody else can come in and detour you, right? Because the past is stuck energy, right? And see this rainbow on top? This is where you want to be. Your level of consciousness is waiting for you to join, right? And that's where you want to be. And so the universe is going to come help you get unstuck, right? So they know something that you truly want. Your true love is in this sacred temple right here. Okay, that is your pinnacle moment. Hold on, let me show you. So you're leaving the past, you're stepping into you're leaving the comfort zone, which is the past, everything you're used to. You're stepping into the new timeline, the higher timeline, which is the unknown, the uncomfortable. But this is because you're reaching new, higher timelines that the universe wants to see you reach, right? Because look at this. You got two different decks, and look at this. You got the sacred temple up in the clouds, and this is another temple. You see that? Spirit is raising you up from being stuck in the mud way down here in the mud to way up here in the clouds, the temple path, the sacred temple, right? This is where the true love really exists. And for some of you, this is where your true love, like not only your heart's desires for your life's passion and purpose, but when you get to that point and you start going in that direction, this is where she's at. This is where he is at. This is where this relationship that you've wanted, it will be waiting for you, because this other person is going after their dreams, and that's where they're going to go to. They're going to the sacred temple, Virgo. And if you go to, that's where he or she will be, right? So this is why, like, time is of the essence here. Like, this is why this 10,000 is coming in. It's like, get serious about your commitments and your heart's desires, because the universe is pushing you there to make this happen. And if you really want your dreams and if you really want your dreams to become a reality, this is the energy, this is the time to work with this new moon, this fresh start, right? This initiation progress. And if you want your real love and a relationship form, this is what they're doing. Your partner is doing the exact same thing, but you know, they're going to be on their way to this sacred temple. So you will miss each other if you don't, feel that mission. You know what I'm saying? So this is what Spirit is saying. Like, hey, this pretty girl's waiting on you. Hey, this sexy man is waiting on you. Okay. And what's cool is that you both are going to meet each other at, the same passion and purpose you have in this life. So you're going to have a lot of common interests, right? So this is, a heads up from Spirit, like, hey, you got some good things waiting on you on the other side. If you go in the right direction, you fulfill your life's purpose, there is a plethora of good things waiting for you, because in the past was nothing but stuck energy, right? So they really want to help you fine tune your spiritual gifts to help you with this creative endeavor, which would be your 10th house, so that you can reach this midheaven, this pinnacle moment. You know, your sacred path can be fulfilled and you can reach this temple, and then boom, a true love of your interest is going to come available, right? That's where they are. They're on the other side. So I think that's beautiful right there. And again, you have the cosmic intelligence, God force, life energy pouring into you to make this transition happen, right? To get you to the pinnacle moment where you truly belong, your life purpose. Because what I see here with the other cards, judgment, mentor, spiritual gifts, and boundaries, is that it's time to make a decision and to get that information and that knowledge you need to develop these spiritual gifts that's going to push you into this reputation, this commitment, you know, this career, and to make it happen, right? And then set up boundaries. All right, so again, that's why the moon card, your commitment is being tested, because they really want you to put in the work to get where you really need to go. And listen, they just want you to know, look, full moon in Virgo came out. So they're saying you are good enough to fulfill this. All right. So don't give up on yourself. Keep pushing forward, because you are good enough. Right. And they want you to open your heart, okay, and feel this pleasures of you. Like, they want you to be happy by nourishing what you really want, okay, and hold faith that it will happen. All right, they want you to be, look at this, pleasure. They want you to be happy and fulfilled, and they know that what's waiting for you on the other side is what you've always wanted. So they want you to get there and hold the faith on the way there. Right. I also find it interesting. Hold on, let me put this up. I also find it interesting that Star Seer came out, and the Violet Flame. So I really feel like this is some really high spiritual gifts, some really powerful spiritual gifts that are being activated for you right now. I feel like you guys are really you know, coming into a lot of spiritual gifts that can help you with this new journey, with this new career change. So I just feel like you guys are getting, you're going through one phase of spiritual awakening, developing a gift, you get up higher, and then it keeps getting stronger and stronger and stronger. And then you start really working with this violet flame here. This healing, this universal healing, this universal knowledge, ancient knowledge, right? So a lot of you guys are really getting more powerful with your spiritual gifts, and it's time to like put them in the forefront, okay? I feel like they just want to help you manifest these dreams. Because look, I really feel like they want to do that because you got the soul contract card. It says before you were born, you agreed to partake in specific experiences that assist you in the evolution of your soul. So with this card right here, you see how like this person came in, this contract from the higher realms, and with the third eye to help you see beyond the veil. They're helping you because before you were born, you agreed to partake in specific experiences, which is your spiritual awakening, that will assist you in the evolution of your soul, right? And you see how you're climbing up the ladder, and that this contract came in, this spiritual contract came in to help you lift up to reach this pinnacle moment. So this is what's happening. This contract is being initiated. It's being activated, right? So this spirit, this violet flame is coming in to assist you with the healing process to reawaken you to your divine plan that you signed up for coming in here. So this 10th house is not something you just accidentally fall into. This was your purpose that you signed up for, and then you signed for assistance from the heavenly realms, and that's them helping you see how to get there to that pinnacle moment that they talked about, that mid-heaven. right? You see that? These are from 2 different decks. So that's what they're saying. So now, Virgo, they want you to reevaluate some things, and it's time to reevaluate your present circumstances and begin to make changes where changes are needed. So if you have all your focus on a million different things, they're saying you need to reevaluate that and look at where you're spending all your time and put it where it matters the most. And this is the time to activate this energy, because it's coming in. These soul contracts, the vast universe, the stars have aligned. It's time for you to step into this. So make your priorities your heart's desire and what you really, really want, because it's time. Oh, look, as I say that, divine timing, it's time. It's divine timing, because what you're working on now is divinely guided, right? Again, she's guiding you, the star. And then you have the heart opening, which is neat, because another one, look, from a different deck, you have the heart portal, okay? Receptivity, generosity, and mistrusting. So you got 2, so mistrusting and then heart opening. So the universe is really opening your heart right now to let you know you're not doing this alone, and that you were like aimlessly, floating around in this world with no purpose. They want you to reawaken up to your heart's desires and your true purpose in life, and that you do have one. And then now the past, it's like the South Node, the past has lived its purpose, and now it's time to reactivate this soul contract and let your heart know you do have a purpose, and to, let the universe in, let spirit, let God in, and to help you, all right? Because we do have a mentor. Judgment's been called, right? And so now you're about to meet a person of high integrity who will guide you in the right direction. So, the universe is going to help you it's going to help you by sending people in to, point you and help you along the way. So that's probably, you have other contracts with people and relationships that are being activated too, because this new moon in Gemini is all about activating soul contracts. And then someone it may even be you, is withholding love and creating a very emotional and painful experience for everyone involved. I feel like things that you desire are being put on hold, and that's like shutting down your heart, because you're not fulfilled, right? You're stuck in the mud. Your heart's desires aren't being like priority. And so it's time to make this a priority, right? So anyways, Virgo, you're being called, right? You're being called to step up and manifest your heart's desires for prosperity, fortune, and pure intentions, right? Yeah. So this is the transit that this is happening. It's going through your 10th house. It's time to shine. It's divine timing. The soul contracts, everything is being activated. So you definitely are having an activation about about what's going on in your life. Like, things are going to start shifting, all right? Look, because this 10th house, look, I asked to pull a tarot card that would represent the 10th house. You got the Judgment card. Oh, you got Judgment twice. Look, you got Judgment up here too. Holy sheesh. Yeah, you've been called. Like, it's your time. Like, next, Virgo, let's push him into his or hers, quantum timeline. It's their time, their pinnacle moment. So you're being resurrected for your legacy, right? You're being asked to let go of all judgments and forgive those who judge you. Yeah, so the past is in the past, and forgive it, because it showed you something that it can help you moving forward. Because, hindsight is your best teacher, right? To show you who you really are, to show you what you really want, what your purpose is. So again, you are being called into your spiritual gifts, okay? But forgive them, but then set boundaries is what's happening here, Virgo, okay? And then, I said about your spirituality, it's like you got the 6 of Pentacles. Okay, accept the help from spirit, all right? And then just accept what is and let it be, okay? And then working with the universe is going to give you an even exchange of energy, okay? What you put in is what you're going to get out. You put in 50, the universe is going to put in the other 50, okay? So, and spirit just says that you're going to master your abilities, okay? It's going to bring you so much, you know, emotional intelligence, okay? King of Cups here. It's like the maturity that's coming from the past is going to elevate you into a new timeline. There's just like a energy of the past healing. It's over, but you've learned a lot from it, and it can show you how to get to the future, right? So let's pull some astro dice and see like what other planetary intelligence is coming in for you. So Spirit, show me Virgo. First house, Capricorn and Venus. Look at that. Capricorn is about boss, is about 10th house energy. That's 10th house energy. That's Saturn, the truth of things. It's time, father of time. First house, you showing up as you are. Venus, about with things that you love to do. Look at this, your first house, your career, your choice, all of you. What do you love? Okay, and how do you want to achieve success with the things that you love to do? That was all about your reading. 10th house, you got Capricorn. First house is about you and your desires, the initiation process, embodying everything that you want, that you love. You got Venus right here, beauty, art, passion, you know, your heart's desires. Look at that. And so that's what this 10th house transit is trying to tell you about this new start that you're having. This new moon, like that's the new moon, the transit, the stars have aligned for you, Virgo. Wow. So, you know, it's up to you to answer this call, but they want you to know you're good enough, okay? You have a soul contract with the universe, and it's coming in. And other contracts are coming in with other opportunities for this next new chapter, for this next phase, all right? So let's look and see what your magical moon message will be. So show me Virgo. What do we have? It just slipped out fast. All right, so we have waning crescent, number 9. All right, let's look into that. All right, so waning crescent, number 9. All right. All right, so number 9. Okay, so we have liminal, psychic, and transition. So this is your message, Virgo. It says the waning crescent card is a magical card indeed, indicating a time for psychic visions, prophetic dreams, and spooky experiences. It is a liminal time as the moon makes the journey from the end of the current cycle towards the next. Therefore, it suggests a time of transition. And I feel like you are in a time of transition. It's a period of leaving the past behind. I gotta stop right there, Virgo. What did I tell you? It's about you leaving the past behind. And look, I pulled this card. That's crazy. It's a period of leaving the past behind, but taking the lessons learned as you move forward into a new phase with your life with greater wisdom than you had before. All right, Spirit is showing off right now because I told you that's what came out. And then we pulled this live, and you know, it's all about, look, your south node and your north node, leaving the past behind into the future, and then accepting that you're good enough to play this role that Spirit has picked out for you, your contract. It's time. So it is a period of leaving the past behind you, but taking the lessons learned with you as you move forward into a new phase in your life with greater wisdom than you had before. This is a time of healing and magic, of dream work and self-reflection. When you pull this card, it can mean that you are still feeling the pain of old wounds and scars that are not yet fully healed. So be gentle with yourself. A paper cut takes seconds to inflict, but days to heal. Give yourself the time needed to get over any old injury, be this physical or emotional, and take positive steps such as counseling towards better mental health and emotional intelligence. This card also, one of strong enchantment if pulled, is this card is also one of the strong enchantment, and if you pulled it as your personal card, it would suggest that you have an affinity for magic and spell casting. The waning crescent has very protective energy, so know that you are guarded on your magical path. Yeah, so again, remember when I said your spiritual gifts, and then I said you got the Star Seer and the Violet Flame? Like, I really feel like a lot of spiritual gifts are being activated for you. And that's what I'm saying. And I think it's got something to do with your 10th house. So Virgo, like that's another confirmation that I said that's also in this book, is about your psychic abilities, your spiritual gifts are coming in. I saw that, and it is clarified there. So take this how this resonates, but it's just, you know, the cards don't lie. The energy doesn't lie. Friends don't lie, Virgo. And Spirit is your friend, and he's not lying, okay? This is definitely something that's in the stars, that were written in the stars for you, okay? Oh, we have moon spell that popped out. Let's see what that is. So here's a cute little moon spell for you. Incarnation for insight and inspiration. You can go ahead and pause and look at that, or take a screenshot. And it says, perform this spell on a full moon night for full effect. Place one blue and one white candle on your altar. Light your favorite incense, one that stimulates your thinking. Scratch your name into the blue candle. For the white candle, scratch the name of someone who inspires you. Light your name candle in the incense and recite, this candle burns for me. Light the candle of hope and say, here burns my hope, for, you know, that person's name. Sit with your eyes closed for a few seconds and picture yourself enacting your hope and desire. Let the candles burn completely for full charging. So again, this is about manifesting and taking time to see what inspires you. Okay, I feel like you're being called, because you got Judgment twice. Sit with Spirit and try to figure out what it is that they're calling you to do. Okay, so I hope this was, you know, this reading helped you kind of awaken to what Spirit is trying to do, and match in comparison what your daily life, like your experiences, what you're actually experiencing with this spiritual awakening that you're having. So that's about it, Virgo. I hope that I was a clear channel for you. And thank you for letting me read this for you, because I really feel like this is a powerful transit for you. And I hope it helps you kind of get a clearer picture about what, again, the universe and Spirit is trying to awaken you to, which is your magic. Because again, I see a lot of spiritual gifts coming in for you. All right, Virgo. So I hope this finds you well, and I will be back for future readings, and I hope to see you there. Until then, you take care. All right. Bye, Virgo.